Previously on Knight's Quest. The Duchess, it is the size of a St. Bernard. We're getting a mix between a dog and a deer.
So we have to go to the mountains to heal the tree roots.
Trouble here decided to bite the spirit Banus. Banus got easily upset and said he was going to go talk to Duchess about it.
To get to the steps of the Instagram, I would prefer that you did not follow us inside. He will be ready by the end of the day. Did you guys know that the myth that carrots are good for your eyes was a myth started by the British in World War II to stop the Nazis from figuring out that they invented night vision goggles? And yes, this is a real fact that I know.
Yes, I did know that. So, your fun fact is not fun anymore. Because I knew that.
Here's a not fun fact then. Did you know that the chalk line around the body at a crime scene is only drawn if the person survived and they had to bring them away from the crime scene? Like if they were alive when they got there? So in all of the procedural cop shows where they have a chalk outline of a person, they're like, they died. They didn't. Okay, otherwise the body would still be there.
Well,
Well, I got one for you.
Okay. Wait, why would they leave it there?
So they know
because
what the
they
body
don't want to
was.
disturb the evidence.
Yeah. Here's a fun fact you
okay.
didn't know, though. Did you know that the Nazis invented chalk to confuse the British? Did you know that?
Wait.
Yeah.
Did you just take the two previous fun facts and awkwardly jam them together?
No. Why? No. Okay, here's another fun fact.
Did Nazis
you
invent Fanta?
Wait, is that what Google said?
Nazis invent Fanta?
The soft drink Fanta was invented by Coca-Cola.
No.
Okay.
But is Coca-Cola Nazis?
Inside of Nazi Germany during World War II.
Okay, but here's a fun fact, though. Here's a real fun fact. Did you know that you're listening to an episode of Knight's Quest?
What?
Yeah.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Because you are. Right now.
I knew that the carrots thing was bullshit because I eat carrots a lot and my eyes are garbage.
You do eat a lot of carrots. I can confirm.
Yeah.
I can't see anything.
Yeah.
It's because of all the kiwis you eat whole. It just balances out.
Welcome back to Knight's Quest, where we have so much action.
Welcome Quest 2 Nights back.
I hate that.
I don't know what that is.
Like that.
Yeah, that's
I don't like that at all.
No,
That hurts
no,
my brain,
no.
and my brain is tender.
It's fine. I'll just leave.
My brain is a chicken tender.
No, you gotta... Jamie, we need you. You
I'll
gotta
just
stay
go
here.
home.
Please, you are home.
Where are you gonna
I'm
go,
recording
Jamie?
this from my house, but I still want to go home.
I'm leaving.
Well, we've got lots of scenes we want to cover today, folks. So we're just
Yes.
We got a great show.
we
for
got
you
a great
today,
show
folks.
planned for you today, folks. It's gonna be a real hoot. It's gonna be a real shindig.
Coldplay is here.
Wait, what?
I was just trying to think of how they announced on Saturday Night Live. They're like, "Oh, we got a great show for you tonight." They'll just name drop some random ass person, and you're like, "Oh, I guess they're here tonight."
Enough bits aside. There's gonna be no jokes in this one. Just pure content, pure serious plot development. Zero jokes.
action.
Zero funny business. Nathan waited for them to detract them from the plot.
Yeah. It's like when a YouTuber spends 2 minutes of saying, "Anyway, enough of da 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 da. Let's get down to the da 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 da." So everybody knows the da 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 da. It's just like fucking
By Raycon.
Right, exactly.
By Rayquip.
I say that as if I would not jump at the chance to be sponsored by Raycon for this.
Seriously.
No,
show.
we're sponsored by Rayquip, the earbuds for your teeth.
What?
Think about it. Raycon Quip, get together.
Just-
let us know. Give us 10%. That's all we need.
Somebody tunes into Knight's Quest and inexplicably every character has sunglasses now.
No, we're not sponsored by Quip. We're sponsored by Quith.
Yes. Yes.
Speaking of Quith,
Sure.
let's
yeah.
see where he's up to. You see, we have a squad of our friends. Quith.
Squad.
Rainer, Leroy, Katrina, Chubb the dog, and PB the bat have all headed off into the jungle to solve the tree puzzle.
Yep.
That's plaguing the Ba Wayu and its little Wayu.
It's a much larger party than Katrina originally intended to leave with, much to her chagrin.
For sure.
She's used to those covert stealth missions.
Yeah, she's used to packing light, as it were.
Now, here's one thing. So you guys are going to travel through the jungle. You're heading up towards the mountains, which is where the tree roots intersect with the veins of the heart of the anima, thus giving you magic. Now, what is your approach as you travel? Like, how are you trying to track this down? What is your tracking method?
Honestly, at the moment, Katrina is walking towards the mountains because that's the direction she was given. And she's kind of just hoping that something will present itself, something obvious will, like, poke out and
Deus
be like,
Ex
oh, that's
Machina
weird.
the plot?
I mean, she's not a tracker. She's a professional assassin, you know, so...
That's fair.
Yeah, and I think the way both of our characters learned about this mission was someone literally just pointing in that direction. And us being like, oh, I guess it's over there.
Let's go into like media res here.
Okay, guys. So how are we gonna do this?
I don't know. I just kind of, I mean, they pointed in this direction. I just, oh god, I didn't have a plan at all. I was just gonna walk until I saw something. I don't know what.
I would love to tell you guys I have this special skill that helps me like detect where the magic ground is. No dice on that one though. I guess I was kind of hoping the same thing.
Quiz, you're the magic boy.
Yeah, Quiz.
You're the magic. What does your magic do?
Quiz says, guys, I don't know if anything changed while I was away, but I am a convenience wizard.
Right, and it'd be really convenient if you could help us get to the jungle.
You know, you're not wrong. But my convenience magic was more so geared towards home living.
Right.
I mean, if you just give me a number between 1 and 7.
7. What is that?
Yeah, I don't...
That's the number of spells that I have, and the one that you told me to do is enhanced beauty, so here we go.
Do it! Do it!
So that's what he's going to do. I'm going to enhance Leroy's beauty.
Yes! Make me beautiful!
This is peak Knight's Quest. Hell yeah.
Plot.
So I roll charisma, and I add a boost die to it.
What? Or is that what whoever gets cast beauty on them gets to do?
Yes.
Okay. So Leroy gets a boost die on his next charisma roll. What is the flavor? How does Leroy's beauty get enhanced by the magic?
Well, I suppose it doesn't matter yet, because that depends on whether or not it succeeds or fails.
Oh, well then do spellcasting.
All right.
I guess difficulty, I gotta say difficulty, don't I? 2.
Well, it's a failure with 3 advantages.
Okay, that's kind of what we want right now, I'm being honest.
What?
Because
okay.
we need advantages, not necessarily a success. So the spell doesn't work. He's not able to enhance Leroy's beauty. Honestly, because he's already beautiful enough. He can't really add on to it. He's a beautiful man. I think one of the advantages could be it doesn't use your DP, so you didn't waste any magic on that one. Oh, I know. Ooh, actually, this is cool as hell. I'm going to take all 3 of those. I'm going to take that back. Use a DP. I'm going to take all 3 of those advantages, and while you're casting anima, while you're using magic, for like a brief moment, you're kind of able to like sense almost like a flow of the anima, like a direction of it. And it's not there long, right? It's only while you're casting the spell, but you're able to kind of sense, oh, this is the direction that would lead us towards a vein of the heart of anima.
Yeah, Katrina definitely notices that and is like, whoa, Quiz. What?
Only Quiz noticed, though, because he's the one who cast it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He like sensed it in his being.
Gotcha.
Almost like a magnetic pull, almost, you know?
Quiz says, Leroy, I'm sorry, that didn't do anything.
Nah.
I have an idea, though. And he does the littlest middle finger, like just enough that his finger is like popping up out of his hand. So that the dragon spit ring, almost like a Zippo lighter, just has like a teeny little flame, just like constantly coming out of it.
I'm still gonna need you to cast spellcasting on that one.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say, since it's a tiny flame, difficulty 1. This is a very easy spell.
Oh yeah. That's success with 3 advantages.
I'm gonna say same 3 advantages
excellent.
carry into this one. You're able to, while casting that little Zippo flame right out of the tip of your middle finger, like a candle almost. Well, is it coming out of the ring or out of your finger?
It comes out of the mouth of the dragon that's on the ring.
So it's coming out of the ring.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know why I'm literally flicking you guys off. This is an audio medium.
Well, I was too when I was trying to show you like the littlest bird.
But
that I
while
could
that's
flip.
going on, you can sense it. And I do think this is partly because this isn't like, oh, this is bogus. Why are you making up these things now? It's because you are in the Orwelf jungle. You're so close to the heart that this is a new... It's like thicker. Like the anima is more viscous in this area, so you can sense the flow of it more.
The
versus,
magic is humid.
Yeah, it's humid.
The
the
magic
magic
is
is
wet.
humid. I like that. And so you're able to follow. You're able to sense a direction.
I think
Perfect.
also if we wanted to add another layer of non-bullshit to this, I mean, Quist did spend like a large portion of his like life previous to this like under the influence of a very magical being, so maybe he's
True.
more in
This is
tune
true.
with that
Here, yeah.
outward magic.
Sure, maybe, sure. So anyway, Quiz has got a direction. What do you guys do?
Yeah, what was the fire for just now? What's going
While
on,
he's
bud?
casting, he is... Or are you asking Quiz?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Playing game.
Quiz says, I don't know. I feel magic. This way. And he's like pointing. He's like, I feel it. I feel it this way.
Chubb points with his dog fingers.
With his thumbs.
With his totally not terrifying humanoid fingers.
Yeah, I've now realized he just has hands. He just has human hands.
Or at
I don't know
least,
what's
or at
worse.
least anthropomorphic hands. Like,
Yeah.
not like... He
Yes,
doesn't
you're
have
not
like
like-
skin hands.
Technically, that we didn't say, all we said was he has thumbs.
He has
So you guys can
mittens.
take this in whatever
Okay,
way you
they're
want. You
more
can
like
say they're
mittens.
regular paws, except they also have thumbs.
They're like mittens. We'll go with that. They're like mittens.
Oh, okay,
We'll
yeah.
go with that. That's less creepy.
His little murder mittens.
Yeah. But I think Chubb like runs ahead a little bit and kind of like sniffs in the direction you're pointing, and he wags his tail and he's panting. He's excited about it.
I think Quiz is like, what? Like you couldn't smell before, but now that I'm doing it, now you know. Okay, that's fine. No, if I wanted to have a moment, but no, the dog, of course. Follow the dog,
No,
everyone. You can smell it.
Raider claps him on the shoulder and he's like, "No, this is great. We have the way we're going, and I mean, you could probably do it again when we get closer. We're actually going to be able to find this. This is fantastic
will not
news."
Don't
Stop.
hate on Chubb. He gets barely any screen time.
Yeah, Katrina's like petting Chubb as he's like sitting there dejectedly after getting told off by Quiz. Like, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Oh my goodness!
Okay, so then do they
I
head
mean, I
out
guess
that
we
way?
start walking. Yeah.
We go that way.
Yeah, so you start walking.
Faux show.
Yeah, the show. This is the plot episode.
We're going.
You start walking that direction, and at first, again, you're just walking through the actual city of the beacon. But after a while, you now are leaving the city of the beacon, and you're just walking in that kind of glade of just these Wayu trees. Not quite as pretty. They're still droopy. The light from them has dimmed. They're looking actually even a little worse as time goes on. They're starting to droop and wilt even a little more. Not to a point where they're like shriveled and dead, but noticeably different from when the day started. Like they are getting deprived. But as you continue to walk, you notice that the amount of Wayu trees decreases into just this one long path of the Wayu trees that you're kind of following, where there's just a couple trees will be in a line. And again, it's not perfect, but there'll be one and then another and then another. And it's almost like they're all on this one trail.
Huh.
And the rest of the jungle is now popping up. These lush trees, vines, moss, bugs. The cacophony of the jungle is being made. You're able to see the fat ground eagles or whatever I called them.
Yeah.
A Banus running by.
No, it's like we never left.
Running?
Yeah.
Excuse me, everybody's
Tropping.
running?
Tropping by.
Thank you.
Some Bainite dropping by. It is warm. It is humid. I think that's worth pointing out. It is actually, because it is now midday. It's warm in the jungle. You have to swat off some bugs. And at this time that you're noticing, you're in the jungle without a jungle expert. The last time you were out in the jungle, you had Grorg with you, and that kind of took away some of the nerves. And granted, you have this path you're following, but ultimately you are just walking straight into the woods with no real indication of where you're going, and maybe a way back. You assume you could probably follow the Wayu trees, but they're getting less and less frequent as you're going on. How is everyone feeling about this?
I have a question. So when Katrina sandifies, all of her sandifies.
Yep.
Correct? So I have an idea for something. I feel like, because Katrina's got that big ass cloak.
Yep.
I feel like she would sandify the cloak and like pack that into a pouch. Because she like that big heavy garment on her shoulders and like on her head. That's going to be hot. Mm-hmm. So I feel like she might like sandify that into like a little pile of sand in a bag that she could carry instead of having it draped over her.
Okay. Interesting.
You've put so much more thought into like the accoutrements of your characters than I have. Like I never even remember to think of what Raynor looks like or what he's wearing.
Well, to be fair, Katrina's also wearing fancy clothes now too.
Oh yeah, like specific stuff. That's true.
Right.
Okay, you know what? Let's give this a try. Let's have you roll it. I'm gonna make the difficulty 3, and I'm gonna add a disadvantage or a harm die because this is something we've never done before.
So one of the black ones.
Yep.
What role would this be?
Sandify move. Yeah.
Right.
Is it like a bag or a pack that you already have?
Yeah, she's got like a 1 apple sack. Sure.
So
yeah, probably.
Why not just put the cloak in the bag?
It's a 1 apple sack, Jamie. The cloak is too big with all the knives and shit.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Give me that roll, boy. Give me that roll.
All right. 1.
With all the knives that are also in it.
Yeah.
And then what's the difficulty?
3.
Okay.
This is a tough move.
Whoa. 2 successes and 2 failures cancel out. So it's a failure and a disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay. So you fail. You're not able to do this. I think the disadvantage would be that as you're trying to sandify this cloak with yourself, you're realizing, again, you're not as trained at this. And, I mean...
Can the disadvantage be that she just said, guys, watch this, it's going to be awesome? Not really. I don't think she would say that. Scratch that. That's not real.
No, but I do think she would make a show of it, though. I don't think she would announce it, but I do think she would make a point of like flourishing her cloak off and like opening the bag and like throwing her cloak up in the air, and then there's just this moment of nothing, and then it just clanks to the ground.
This is a heavy cloak full of actual daggers,
full of real knives,
real actual knives. I think let's go with this. When you do that move, you clank it. You damage.
No!
Either the knives or the cloak. I'll let you decide.
Oh my god.
I can replace knives, but they're not going to be as useful in the coming expedition. So, knives, I guess.
You damage the knives.
I suddenly got worried, because those things have been with us since like season 1.
I'll say the backstabber is still fine. It's a high quality dagger from Honest's Ajax, Caravan of Wonders.
Trademark.
But the other knives are just default daggers, and so they're not quite as high quality, and so they're gonna be dented. Kinks. Some of the handles are now loose. They're just not. That's good.
Dented.
Yeah.
You can't buff out knives.
Why are you laughing?
No, I'm just imagining like I'm holding a dagger, and in the middle of the blade of the dagger there is a dent, but only on one side.
It's like chipped. It's deformed. It's not. They're not as nice. I don't want to.
Yeah, so it clinks to the ground, and Katrina goes, "Oh, okay." And she goes and like sheepishly picks it up and starts like picking up and inspecting it, like. Just puts it back on.
Were you trying to catch it?
Shut up, Raynor.
Wow. Katrina, we can tell that you're tense.
Oh my god.
But listen, we all need to work together to stop this thing. Stop it. Hey, what are we trying to stop again?
Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of walking. We haven't really reached a crisis yet where we need to work together.
We gotta save the trees.
Save the trees.
We got the tree is sick, and that's making all the other. Well, they're not other trees; they're all one
tree,
I think. And if we get that figured out, then everyone can go back into the tree, and people won't be stuck in the tree anymore. And then Grilta, is that right? She can get her Surgeon General stuff from inside the tree, and then we can hire her to take us on an expedition to somewhere. And that's where we can finally get on a ship.
Rainer, where...
And then I can kill some time while Grilta is getting her stuff so we can all go.
Oh.
Yeah, we can all kill some time. Yeah, it'll be great.
Yeah. Time.
Kill some time.
Yep.
Let's go kill some time together.
On your game, Katrina, today.
Katrina, can I kill time with you?
No.
Oh. Okay. Rainer, we'll just kill time together.
We can kill time at the same time.
Oh, okay, the same time.
Right.
We'll kill the same time.
Sure.
At the same time. Rainer, that leads me to think of. So we're going through this jungle, and we're going to go home. What are you most excited about going home for?
Huh. Wow.
Dude, Leroy, as always, asking the deep questions.
We've been on a lot of adventures. We've seen a lot of things. But I know you've been able to talk to your dad, which is great.
Yeah.
And I was hoping, I mean, this is kind of random, but like maybe one night when you go on your sock call, if like you can ask your dad to like get my parents on the call too, because I haven't talked to them in a long time either. That's what I'm excited most for, is eating their bread.
Wow. Yeah. It's kind of just now hitting Rainer that he has a direct line to Goldon, and he hasn't really used it to let anyone else talk to people back home that they care about. And that's a little heady. So he just kind of blinks at him for a second. He's like, yeah, wow. I think the thing I'm most looking forward to is, in Rainer's mind, the thing that he wants to say is that once they're able to get back to Glenwood, then he can fulfill the promise to get Bathilda back and help Eloise in that way, and he can get the various people who've come from different places back on their way home, and he can help Leroy back in Goldon get his memories back. He can make up for all of these awful things that have happened that he still feels like he definitely caused in a big way. And he doesn't say that, though. And I think he says, I'm just excited to see everybody back home again. I can't wait to be back.
Does Quiz or Katrina jump into this conversation?
I think Quiz says, Rainer, don't beat yourself up about not letting anyone use your stinky old talk phone, because, I mean, besides Leroy, like, nobody really has anybody in Goldon. I mean, I guess my cousin, but, like...
Huh.
We're like we didn't hang out as kids. Like, I was just staying with him.
You were mooching.
I was, yes.
It is a little strange that he like hired you as some kind of butler, I think.
Well, convenience wizard. I mean, I wasn't I wasn't getting paid.
You weren't getting paid?
You were getting free room and board. I mean, that's pretty good.
I was.
In the manor.
Yeah, and I mean, my parents are in the Gates, so I mean, the stock phone isn't helping there. Jonathan's family is...
Who knows?
I don't know. Somewhere, I assume.
I guess it's just me then.
Yeah.
Rainer, do you know where Jonathan's family is? This is not the important topic of the moment, but I'm just now realizing there's a lot I don't know about Jonathan. Do you know where his family are?
Yeah, because he just showed up one day.
Do you know where he's from?
Right?
Yeah. Well, I know his family's from Cordia. I've never been there. I've only heard about it. But I know he did a lot of traveling by himself. As far as close family and stuff like that, I don't think, not really in the picture.
Huh.
Well, that's okay, because he's got one now.
Oh, yeah. Leroy. I thought about trail mix.
Yeah, that would have been nice. I think you guys continue on your little walk, eventually, following this sense of the anima and the Wayu trees, but eventually you reach a point where the Wayu trees are very infrequent, and you're almost afraid that you've lost the trail, but thankfully Quiz has this sense, and you just kind of trust it. Since he's got no other guide.
Yeah, just kind of going with
it.
I think Chubb
would
is...
the same thing happen if Rainer played a song? That uses anima.
Oh, try it out.
What song to play?
Find Tree is the song I shall be playing. Yeah. And it goes...
hey.
I could just play Careless Whisper again.
You certainly could.
We just said all of our thoughts.
Yeah, we do. That's true. We did just say all our thoughts.
How about you play one we haven't played, like, at all?
Like...
one by the bard Richard of Astley.
You want me to play Never Gonna Give You Up?
Yes. Play it.
Okay, we can do that. Rainer is gonna play by the Richard of Astley. We did say that, yeah. Where he's gonna play Never Gonna Give You Up.
Yes.
Which I believe he played for a variety show at one point.
Yes, in the desert.
2.
All right, roll for music.
Yep. Roll for music. Difficulties?
2.
Okay. 2 successes, 3 advantages?
Well, then this
song is inspiring as hell.
So what is the effects of Never Gonna Give You Up again, so people at home know what it actually does?
If I remember...
It should be written on your paper, is it not?
It's not written down on my paper.
Why do we have paper if people don't write their shit down, Jake and Jamie?
No, you know what's weird is that I wrote it down on... Oh, never mind. I thought I wrote it down on the item card, but I didn't. What this song does is it bolsters people's spirits, and it really increases the emotional feeling of that we're not going to give up on each other or let each other down or possibly run around and / or desert you.
It gives people a boost dice.
Yeah.
Write that fucking shit down. Write it down right now. Take a pencil, put it on your fucking piece of paper.
Where's the fucking pencil? I have everything here except the
these
pencil.
Children. It's no, we haven't been playing this game for years. It's not like they know how to actually play the game.
Listen, this is a new system.
We've been playing this system. We're on, I think, episode 9 now.
Right.
I don't understand what is writing?
Oh my god.
How do pencil?
Don't insult our religion.
It took me way too freaking long to get.
I got my pencil.
Okay, well, while you write down what your thing does, I'm going to tell you what happens. You give everyone else in the party gets a boost die, because you did it so well. So whatever next thing anyone does, they get a boost die. Don't forget it. We're going to forget. We already forgot.
Nice. No, we didn't.
With those
I
three
have set aside a boost die.
With those 3 advantages, you are again also able to tap into the flow of the anima. I'm kind of picturing it like, you know how like when you're in water and you can feel a current moving? It's like that,
yes.
But with your magic sense. So like your inner being.
Nice. Ooh, so I can kind of feel it too?
Yeah. You sense it almost like a ripple is being pushed out from your ocarina is where you're sensing, like your sensor is almost coming from. And then you kind of feel almost like the ripple's getting pushed in a certain direction, like water is flowing past the current, interrupting this ripple that's emanating from your ocarina. Quiz, yours was emanating from your rings and yourself.
Yes.
And so, using that information, you're kind of able to tell, boom, this way. And so the 2 of you together, plus Chubb's friendliness, I don't think Chubb actually could smell the direction. He was just leading the way that you guys had pointed. You are able to find one Wayu tree that is of notable interest. First of all, it's one that is quite clearly on the mountain. Like, you have been walking up. There's almost been a little bit of a scramble, but it's not been like bouldering or anything. But we've definitely gone up the mountain a bit. And so this tree is definitely planted on the mountain. But there's still plenty of greenery and plants. But there is definitely rock croppings nearby. What's notable about this Wayu, obviously it is droopy like the others, but there is one of the roots seems to be pressed between 2 boulders. So a root that has kind of come out of the ground is squished between 2 boulders that don't look like they've been there for a long time. There's not like moss covering them up there. They seem like they were just put there. And surrounding this Wayu tree are 4 duchai, which is the plural for duchas, the dog deer-like creatures that JJ had a pet of.
Cool.
And they seem to be pacing around this Wayu tree.
Huh.
How is Chubb reacting to this?
Chubb has gone tense. He's tense. He's not friendly with them. He seems to be kind of... He's not like in pounce mode, but he's definitely like drawn close to you guys.
It's not like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Katrina like yanks Rainer like down behind some like rocks and like motions for other people to follow. She yanked Rainer so he would stop playing music. And she's like, okay, there are wild animals.
Yes.
I mean, obviously there's like the root thing. There's like the tree with the boulders, so we've got to fix that. But I don't know wild animals. I don't know what to...
I mean, for what it's worth, we saw one of these guys at the place we stayed. I think
Katrina wasn't there
dogs.
though. Katrina didn't stay there with us.
That's why I'm telling
Oh,
her.
right.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So these are friendly.
I think so. Like, I guess there could be, like, wild versions and domestic ones, you know?
Katrina, like, sneaks a look, like, over the rock. They don't have collars on.
They do not have collars on. Right. I don't think they're terribly dangerous. Like...
Are you willing to put your life on that bet?
No, I'm not.
PB's given, like, some cross... Like, the wings are going, like, no... Don't risk it. Don't do it, man. No,
PB,
bro.
always the voice of reason. Quiz, who is standing not like completely behind cover, goes, I know what I have to do. And he casts sweep on the Duchai.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
This is
excellent.
very good. This is very good. So one thing I've determined, and this might bite me in the butt. So anytime you try to do anything with a Banus beast, the difficulty will be 1. Anything with a Duchas beast is going to be 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
As we move through the beasts, they'll get more difficult to interact with.
We don't have 5. Oh, well, you could just add the 2 black dice.
Well, no,
Never
you'll
mind.
you'll add more purple dice. We'll just all have to roll together. But anyway, so
Oh, excellent.
what I
Okay.
am going to say, though, it's going to be 2 difficulty, but I will add the 2 setback dice because there's more of them.
Okay.
Oh boy, I have a lot of dice. Okay, so 2 setbacks, 2 difficulty. I get a boost.
You get a boost.
And then your normal spell casting.
This is some dice.
That's a lot of dice.
Click, clack.
Click, clack, time to attack.
All right.
Clickety, clackety, time to attackety.
This is attacking a Knight's Quest, making our opponents fall asleep.
I'm also a big fan of how the first Duhas we met, we cast sweep on it.
We did.
And
it didn't work.
we made it sweep, and now we're making these ones sleep.
Guys, would you like to know all of the dice balanced each other out except 1? And would you like to know what that dice is?
What
was it?
Was it a triumph? It was a triumph! Oh, shit!
So that means you succeeded.
Okay.
And you made them, I'm assuming you wanted them to sleep?
Yes.
Although they all started sweeping.
All right, I will, Jake.
That'd be quite a
I
situation.
would argue they're already sweeping the area.
Jake,
Hey, there we go.
I'm going to let you decide. Do you want to take that triumph and make it into a triumph play, a point for later? Or I know exactly how this will impact the story if you want to give it to me.
Go for it.
Okay, great. Well, you cast sweep.
Cast it so fucking hard.
You cast it so beautifully. What does it look like when he casts sweep? Like, give me some flavor on that.
Oh boy. You know what he does? He makes like he makes like he puts the hands like under his head like a pillow, like a child miming sleep. But then because it could be both, the like hand pillow, he then starts like waving it at the ground because
Okay.
it's a half and half.
Yes.
And then he like just the hands like split and he's like whoosh, like points his hands forward.
3 of the 4 Duchai instantly knock out. They go into cuddled dog sleeping positions, and it's adorable.
They like pace in circles 3
Yeah,
times.
And their long little deer-like legs, they're able to make it fold up, so it's not like cute, but it works, you know. But the 4th one starts to do the little circle pacing, does lay down at first, and you're like, okay, they all 4 fell asleep. But the 4th one then perks its head up, tilts its head, sees who you are, and I'm assuming everyone else comes out from cover to see what happened.
Yeah.
And then it smiles like a little dog smile, sticks out its tongue, and then it too stands up on its hind legs.
Shit.
I fucking knew it.
Son of a dick. Okay.
It starts to grow in size.
If
a shimmering
y'all could see the victory
radiates
dance
from
that
it.
Nathan is doing as he says this.
Yes, a shimmering radiates just like
God
before when
damn
you had
it.
met the spirit of Banus. It grows, still keeping a dog-like head, but again, just a little bit more humanoid. Its fur becomes more of like pelt clothing, although this one does seem to have a little bit more layers on it. Banus kind of just had like that one vest. This one seems to be wearing a little bit more clothes, though its feet do remain cloven.
I imagine that from our perspective, after 3 of them fall asleep, Raynor is like, okay, I have an idea. PB, maybe you could, like, fly around back behind that 4th one, and you could distract it or something. And then we could, oh, shit. Oh, god damn it. Oh, there it is. Ah, shit. Writer, damn it. Yeah.
And so this spirit now stands in its full upright form, and it speaks to all of you, and it says,
Oh, yes, you finally arrived. Yes, I. Banus told me about you, troublemaker. So yes, you're the ones that made him so mad. Oh, I love it when Banus gets mad. Oh, good. Oh, goody. This is gonna be quite a fun adventure we have before us.
This is honestly a scene I don't think I'm in, because Trouble is getting a lesson from the educator in the special training room that they have.
Yeah, if you don't add
I
any
don't
more
have any
characters
characters
to
here.
it, yeah.
You guys take it away. I'm just going to watch. This is nice.
All right. The educator is standing in the middle of the room. Around the room, the walls are lined with other orcs who are all holding various objects.
Are there orcs too, or is it just orcs?
Just orcs. And there's like a couple pieces of furniture, like a table and some chairs. There is like a closet or like a bureau. She's standing in the middle of the room, and she like snaps her fingers, and one of the orcs comes over and she picks up. It's a stuffed animal toy.
Is it a stuffed Banus?
Yes. When she squeezes it, it goes. Whamp, 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 whamp.
Okay.
She like holds it out towards him, and she says, "Do you want this?"
Okay. Trouble looks at her, and he looks at the doll, and he looks up at her, and he very confusedly shakes his head no. Like, no, not really.
And she hands it back to the orc. They go through a couple more of these where she calls orcs over, and she offers him like various objects, and it like eventually the objects become more like there is food and there is like money and like all of these objects are coming, and they're different every time. So Jamie, what is an object that Trouble would like?
Okay. I'm trying to envision where Trouble's head is at right now. This is gonna sound odd, but like a weapon? Not something like crazy deadly or anything. It could even just be like a little club or something. But most of Trouble's experience with this lady is her like hitting him with the thing, that switch earlier, you know? And
Yeah.
I think I can't think of anything else right now that he'd be like, yes, I definitely want that, you know? Like,
Okay.
If that makes no
Hell
sense,
yeah.
I can
All right.
try to keep thinking of something, but
No, yeah. Eventually, because as these like I said, as these items are, as we're moving along in this exercise, the items are becoming more complex, more grown up. Eventually, she snaps her fingers, and an orc walks over, and she has a training sword, just like a wooden sword.
Yeah.
And she offers it to Trouble and says, "Do you want this?"
Yeah, he's definitely gonna. I don't even think he answers. I think he just reaches for it instead.
She takes it back a little bit,
Okay.
and she says, "Can you ask for it nicely?"
Huh. Okay.
This is getting real.
He's pretty sure he knows what she's referring to of, like, real words, but he, like, raises his eyebrows and kind of points at it and, like, nods.
She is, like, quiet for just a second, and she extends it back towards him again. But just before he, like, gets his hands on it again, she takes it back a little bit again.
Okay.
What the hell is this?
Again, confused, Trouble, like, hesitantly raise up his fists as if to say, like, am I supposed to fight you?
She laughs. She has a good laugh at that.
Let me hear it.
I'm masking my mad dash to create character choices with flourishy words. Yeah, she goes. She tosses him the training sword.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Your first lesson. The things you want in life can sometimes be gotten by asking nicely, but other times you have to fight for what you want. And we are going to help you figure out which is which.
Interesting.
And she gestures towards the table for him to sit down.
All right.
Do we want to, just for sake of not having a million scenes of Trouble learning, do we want to have Trouble or the educator? Well, probably Trouble because he's a player character. Make a roll to see how they respond. And I think more importantly, does Trouble want to learn after what she just said? Does he engage with the learning, or does he try to just
I'm so conflicted.
refuse any direction?
I'm so conflicted because I was leaning towards having him try to leave and just bolt, right? I don't think I can overstate that, like, he's really pissed that she hit him with the switch a bunch and, like, nobody stopped her. He's really not cool with that.
So then, do you think maybe he would take the sword?
Now that he has the sword in his hand, I think he might look at it and just go for the door. Honestly, like, what's the point of sticking around? You know, he was hesitant for a bit, and he's at least gonna try. I'm not guaranteeing he'll make it, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's have Trouble make a roll.
All right.
And I think... do you think he's trying to run out or fight out? So I'll determine what you're going to roll.
He has no ready instinct to actually swing it because he's never, like, held a weapon in human hands before. So I'd say run.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Just give me a dexterity roll.
Okay.
If you have fancy feet, I'll say you can do fancy feet if you've got it.
I don't...
Difficulty of, I'm assuming the educator isn't going to let him leave.
Yeah, you can make
Correct.
this...
All right, let's make...
Not without a fight.
That's going to be a 3. That'll be a 3.
I don't have anything checked for fancy feet, so just
then
regular,
just
yeah.
dexterity, yeah.
Am I at any boosts or setbacks? Just go for it.
I kind of want to make the difficulty 4, because I feel like the educator actually would be
I'm fine with
tough.
that, honestly.
All right, I'll roll the extra dice.
Oh, okay.
It was 2 disadvantages.
I also got 2 disadvantages. So that's a failure, because it was zeroed out. So it's a failure and 4 disadvantages.
4. So he doesn't
Holy
escape.
shit.
Jake, you have 4 disadvantages to whoop his ass with.
All right, disadvantage number 1. There are, like, a ton of orcs in this room.
They're in the room? Oh, damn, okay. Oops.
Yeah, because, like, they're all around the room holding random shit.
Oh, yeah, that does make sense now that you say that, yeah. Oh, no.
So, disadvantage number 1, the educator was expecting
yeah,
this.
Of course. Of course.
Fuck.
Does she, like, swat him as he tries to leave?
Not quite. The orcs, like, move to, like, block the door.
That's one.
Disadvantage number 2, a couple more of the orcs grab Trouble and, like, hoist him up and bring him over and sit him down at the table.
God.
Disadvantage number 3, she takes the sword away from him.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Disadvantage number 4, she smacks his hands again.
Oh, god damn it.
With the sword or with the swat?
With the swat thing.
Oh, he's not a fan of the SWAT thing.
She sits down calmly on the other side of the table from him with the play sword or the training sword in front of her, and she says, "If you follow my lessons, you will be able to leave. If you learn your lessons, you will be able to get past me, and you will be able to leave."
Huh.
Now, she puts a plate of food, or she, like, snaps her fingers, one of the other orcs, she puts a plate of food in front of him, and kind of laces her fingers under her chin and waits to see what he does.
Huh.
She also has a plate of food in front of her as well, but she's waiting for Trouble to make the first move.
Interesting. Trouble's not dumb. he is like confused about a lot of stuff that people do because he's never had to before. But I think he does pay attention to stuff. So he would remember the multiple long conversations that the group has had about customs. So he looks down at the food plate in front of him, looks up at the educator, and then... Ah!
And she smiles.
Now I know that you're all on the edge of your seats about what our characters have been doing this episode. So I present to you all the other characters that aren't in action-filled scenes but are still important. For example, Raish and Run. They're burying a body right now, and I picture Raish going something like, "So I don't know, like I just became friends with the blue guy, and I think he's my best bud, but like I don't really have many buds, and I'm just confused. What does that mean for me and Katrina?" And this whole time, Run is just like digging the hole, and she's like just saying nothing as Raish is just babbling on.
Yeah, like Raish is like standing, like leaning on the shovel, just like talking, and Run is the only one actually digging.
Yeah, that shovel looks heavy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, in the cafeteria, we still have a scene with Torfin, the tour guide, and Grilta chatting up a storm, and Grorg, the friend maker, and Eloise are just eating.
Can we?
They're hungry.
Wait. Can we go back to immediately after the last scene ended? So they're like standing up on the table and they've made this proclamation.
Huzzah!
And then they have to awkwardly sit back down. And everyone is just looking at them like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's better. Grorg just has to sit back down. I was like,
yeah. Anyway,
So, when'd you first start playing the flute?
Wow.
No, I don't want a whole scene.
Right,
Fuck
right.
this shit. And then we've also got Jonathan and Abil are making some business deals with Thrond.
The tallest orc.
oh yeah.
Wait, but can we have this scene be as they are still walking?
Yeah.
Okay. Jonathan turns to Abil and he goes, "Hey, I cut my arm on this spiky bush. I can't tell if it's infected. Would you look at this? I don't know."
I am not a medical expert, but I can look at it, yes.
I mean, it just hurts. I poked my arm on a bush. I don't think it's bad. I just,
Hold up, is
it's
this
just-
one
I
of
don't
your
know. What do you think?
pranks?
Are you about to make me look at your arm and then you flick my nose? Or some
No, I
shit like
genuinely, I poked my arm on I was just asking you to look at my arm. I just poked it.
this? There seems to be some kind of a problem.
No problem. I mean, there wasn't until there is now, I guess. No, I poked my arm on a bush.
Do you need medical aid?
I poked my arm on a bush.
What
There
color
was a
was the
thorny
bush?
bush. I poked my... What?
What color was the bush?
I don't know, green?
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Well, there are some very dangerous green pokey bushes in the jungle.
And in the town, apparently.
No, this was on the way, in. He got a scrape. It was literally supposed to be an innocuous question of, I got a scrape, can you look at it?
Nope, now it is too late. We must get you medical aid.
Oh, good.
Divert
Good.
our business meeting.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm fine. I really am fine.
Nope, now it's going to... Now we need to get health insurance plans for all of our employees. This is a whole conundrum. I haven't even thought of this. We're going to have to change our overheads. This is not in the budget.
Jonathan's holding his arm above his head. He's like, I don't know if I need to. This is something I was told that, but it's not for the same. You know what? I don't know.
So Thrawn takes you guys to some medical place. But meanwhile,
I would love to know what Jonathan was intending with that.
There was no other intention. It was literally just he got a scrape on his arm and he was worried about it. So he was just asking Abil to look at his fucking scrape to see if he thought anything was weird about it. It was supposed to be a 3-line conversation.
well, and it led you to the medical place.
I think we both assumed he was playing a prank on Abil somehow.
Yeah.
Well, you
Do you think
set yourself up with a reputation and
That's it. This is what the hole you've dug in. So, the scene we're going to touch on just a little bit more before we wrap this episode up. We've just met the spirit Duchas.
Oh boy.
And I think he says one final line to you, and he says,
So you're the troublemakers who bit Banus. Yes. I thought I was a troublemaker, but now it's you. You're the ones causing all the trouble. Oh, this is so exciting. And you put all of my Duchai to sleep. That's so silly.
I think Katrina very slowly says, "Did you put the boulders on the tree?"
Me specifically? No, of course not. They're too heavy. I got Banus to do it. He does whatever I say. He's like my little pet. Oh, he's so stupid, but strong. Very big, strong. So, no, he was so mad. He came to me. He's like, brr, 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 brr. Some blue guy bit me. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And he's with Rainer. You remember him? I'm like, of course I remember him. He's the hero. And so then I had to pick up these boulders and pitch the roots together. Oh, and now a whole beacon is sick.
I think Quiz says, "Do you know Mirjik?"
Oh shit.
I mean, I know of him, but we don't have a working relationship. Not me personally. No, not me. No.
Damn.
I feel like you two might get along.
I've heard that. And his pet says it all the time.
Rainer's gonna do a move, actually.
oh, shit.
I haven't explicitly told you about this, but I keep forgetting to bring it up at all. To step out of the game for a second, I had this idea for a move. It's basically just what Rainer did in Season 2, where he put on a very, very self-confident sort of like... It almost felt a little bit like a new personality, you know? When he was trying to convince people like, yes, I'm the hero, and I've got da-da-da, and I've got these plans,
I remember that.
and that kind of thing. I wasn't sure if it should be like camaraderie or something else, but basically my idea was that like sometimes if he really absolutely has to, he can sort of put on that attitude about him, you know?
Well, it would definitely be charisma, but would it be persuasion?
Well, how about this? I think so I'm thinking the move, do you have a name for the move yet?
I've been calling it I'm the Hero.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I like that. How about this? Because you're trying to be bold, and you're trying to be like persuasive about it, but you are camaraderie is kind of your thing. I will say when you roll this move, or how about it's not even a rolling thing. You use a persuasive power, a PP,
For sure.
to use this move, but it will let you have full proficiency in any charisma move.
Ooh, I like that.
So fear, persuasion, seduction, or camaraderie. It will give you...
Do you mean full as in 2 yellow?
Yep.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
So basically, you can use a PP to give yourself more proficiency in a charisma category you might not already have.
Right.
Double in.
And back in the gate, when Rainer kind of did this, it did involve lying and like trying to spin this whole thing about like I'm the hero, because it doesn't have to involve lying though. I would say the only the only lie is that he's confident about it, which he is not. Because this god is terrifying.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. So what is he trying to do first? Tell me what he's trying to do.
Can I talk a little bit first? I think that would help me figure it out.
Sure.
So I think...
How about this? You tell me, you do the dialogue, I'll tell you what to roll, and then we'll see what happens.
Exactly what I was hoping for, actually. So Rainer steps forward from where they were, and he says, Yeah, that's me. It sounds like you've heard of me. To tell you the truth, I've heard of you too. It sounds like you've got quite the reputation here in Rillian. It sounds
Yes,
like
I do.
you've caused some havoc with Banus.
Yes, lots of times.
Tell you the truth, I'm just here to fix this. And he points at the boulders on the tree root that's the source of this whole problem. And he's like, I'm just here to help the Balawayu get back to normal.
This whole time, Katrina's like eyebrows raised, like slowly nodding along with what Rainer is saying, like kind of checking back in with Duchas, just like, okay, yeah.
So, to sum up, we're gonna take care of that, and then we'll be on our way. What do you say?
All right. Here comes the roll.
Yeah.
That's definitely a persuasion.
Okay, sounds good.
You're trying to persuade Duchas as I previously said, anything to do with a Duchas is a difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2.
And you used a PP
Yeah.
to give yourself your hero's strength, your hero's charm.
Or at least,
I'm never gonna not think that's funny.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Hero's
What
big
could
pee-pee.
possibly be funny about me using my hero PP, Jake? I don't. What you're? What are you? I don't see the humor at all.
Roll the fucking dice.
I'm getting a tattoo on my chest that says "Heroes PP."
It was just the 2 difficulty, right?
That's just 2. You do not get the boost because you cast the spell.
That's pretty good. I got 2 successes and nothing else. Just 2 successes.
Okay. So you were trying to persuade Banus to just let you be on your way and do this stuff.
Yeah, I the vibe I'm getting from him is that he's gonna cause trouble if that's not the case. So
I think this is nice and clean though. This is clean. And so Duhas, hearing your charm, goes,
Oh, this is the hero.
y'all could
I'm
see
so excited.
what Nathan is doing visually.
I'm so excited.
he's like tapping his fingers together. He's like,
Yes. Oh, you're so exciting. Yes. Go, please move the boulders. Yes, this is the conflict. This is the drama. Oh, I won't get in your way. No. You've already made all of my duchai fall asleep. The silly little duchai. Oh, they're all right there. Oh, my little babies. But you've already dealt with them, and so I'm just here. I did the rocks. I'm not going to touch the rocks. I'm not going to move the rocks. That's all you can do with that. I don't really care about what the tree does. I'm just here to cause a little this, cause a little that, cause a little trickery, cause a little shenanery. Oh, this is so exciting. After all the things we were told about you, and now finally you're here. This is so great.
I think Raynor is actually a little surprised at how smoothly that went. He's just like, oh, yeah.
How big are the boulders?
I'm thinking like Volkswagen Beetle size, like small car size.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now that Raynor has gotten past the first obstacle much more quickly than he thought he would, he's like, oh boy, now I have to actually move these. So he's gonna awkwardly try to start pushing a boulder like fucking Hercules, I guess. This is gonna be weird, yeah.
I think maybe Katrina like motions and like Quiss and Katrina and Leroy like put their backs on the boulder and like put their feet against the tree and try
we gotta give it
push
a shot,
away.
All right, so all 4 of you are gonna try to push it. Okay,
I mean, we gotta, right? Yeah.
Raynor, give me a strength roll.
Okay.
But with, I guess,
It would gotta be brute, right?
yeah, it'd be brute.
Doesn't matter. I don't have checks in anything on strength.
Well, you're gonna get a boost because friends are helping.
Yay!
And their boost because they've got magic on them.
Okay.
And the 4 difficulty.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I'm rolling 1 green, 1 light blue, and 3 purple, right?
That's your only strength is 1 green?
Yeah. I'm not a
fair.
strong lad. I'm a music boy.
Yeah, 1 green, 2 blue, and 4 purple.
2 blue. Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Yeah, let's see if this pans out.
So we have 1 failure total. 2 disadvantages. Yeah.
1 failure, 2 disadvantages.
Yeah, that's
Here
not
we go.
great. Not great.
So the 4 of you push and shove to try to get this boulder to move, and of course, it's way too big for you guys. It is stuck there, and I'm just going to lump these 2 disadvantages into, well, we'll see if this is...
Raynor's like, does anybody have any magic items or anything that have power? Because I sure don't.
I think the first disadvantage is going to be now all of you guys are tired. You tried to push, and clearly pushing will not work in the future. You are now physically exhausted. Right. And the other one is that Duchas, he kind of walks over again with his weirdly deer-like, humanoid legs and his doggish face, and he kind of stoops down. Before he had kind of been, excited and, tapping in, very fidgety, but now he's kind of gone rigid, like a deer in the headlights. And he just stares at you for a bit, and tilts his head a little bit, and he says,
Fascinating. The hero is failing. That's not what I'd heard.
Yeah, Raynor, this is like the second or third a bit odd thing he's said about the hero, and Raynor is panting and he's tired because this didn't work at all, and he kind of stops for a second. He says, "What did you hear about me?"
He laughs. He's like,
I was told many things. So many things. was told you were coming. I was told that you were the writer's favorite. And I was told that if you didn't succeed in the mission you were about to be given, that Murgic would win.
Hey Questies, it's me Nathan. Thank you so much for listening to episode 9 of season 3. If you multiply 3 by 3, you get 9. That's what this episode is. That's what this one is. Here's some announcements for you. I just want to say, first of all, thank you to everyone who participated in our new sticker voting process. Appreciate all of your participation in that. It makes it a lot more fun. And we had a unanimous winner. As beautiful as all the stickers would have been, I think we all agreed we want to get ourselves some Search in General badges as a sticker. So, your voices have been heard, and we are now in process of designing and developing those stickers. AKA, I'm waiting for a sale to happen from the company that I order my stickers from. And once that sale hits, oh boy, these stickers are going to be flying off the shelves fresh. So, stay tuned for when those are available. We're also working on some other merchandise that isn't a sticker. Might be like a physical 3-dimensional thing. I'm not going to say what it is exactly because I'm still in the process of getting that squared away, and I don't want to say it if it's not actually going to happen, but we got some 3-dimensional things. So get ready for that. There's just so many behind the scenes projects I want to tell you about, but I cannot because I don't want to get your hopes up for things that are going to happen. So just make sure you keep on sticking around for these announcements because at any episode, I'm going to have some... guys, you don't even understand. There's like 3 or 4 other things I wanted to mention tonight, but I can't yet. I can't do it yet, but soon. So, in 2 weeks, maybe I'll say this. I'm going to try to say one of them in 2 weeks as best I can. So, just stay around for that. Otherwise, there's other ways. If you want to get those announcements, just follow us on social media. Knights.quest on Instagram, Knights.quest.podcast. On Facebook, and of course the community group. Great memes all around. Seriously, boys and girls and other non-gender defining people, thank you. Thank you for those amazing memes. We're always overwhelmed after an episode comes out and we see a flood of memes. It brings me, Jake, and Jamie joy. And that keeps us going. That's what we feed off of. That's our fuel. That's what we eat, is joy. We're like vampires with joy. So keep us alive and keep making those memes. Thank you so much. If you're someone who is like, hey, I don't have a Facebook, but I still want to participate in the community, send me an email, knights.quest10@gmail.com of what other platforms you use. You're like, yo, I'm an avid Twitter user. Or do we have a Reddit community up? Which we do, just no one uses it. It's r/KnightsQuest podcast. So if you want to participate over there, you can do that too. Or if you're one of our Facebook users and you also use Reddit, go just flood it with all the memes you've been making. I don't know. We're trying to be out there. We're trying to make things happen, make it available. And of course, we've got a website, kqpodcast.com. What is it? It's kqpodcast.com. We can order all our merch. You can listen to the episodes, and you can get all the music, and all the soon-to-be big announcements will also be connected to that too. So, kqpodcast.com. All right, I think I've yabbered and jabbed and flabbered and talked for enough time. So, I think it's time for that blooper. I'll see you all in 2 weeks, which will be in May, which is absolutely bonkers. Actually, what day specifically is that? I'm curious. Is that Star Wars Day? Does it land on Star Wars Day? No, it doesn't. It's just May 7th. Okay. Well, that's still pretty cool. See you on May 7th. May your place in his story be long.
I bet you won't believe me, but I still don't have those details on my sheet.
I told you that. I literally told it to you.
I know.
And you said you were writing it down. You said you wrote it down.
I know, and I didn't.
Okay, write it down this time, because I'm not telling you again. This is the last time I'm telling you.
But why do I need it if you have it?
Here, right. All right. Here's. Okay. Here's the
Odin
name.
ate my pencil.
The name is Turn to Sand.
No, yeah, I have that, and I have ability use sneaking, and I have resource 1 DP, but I don't have
The description.
the description.
Turn
gotcha.
self into sand and be able to move freely in that form. So what you're doing right now is a very liberal use of this move, which is why it is tricky.
Yeah.
Is it like